on this computer. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Flexible Strength. Flexible Strength is kind of the nice end to the cardio yoga workout, and we're going to extend this puppy for like 45, 50 minutes. I tried to cap it at 45. I tend to kind of go overboard with extending it beyond what I originally meant to. This is a barefoot workout. So no socks, no shoes. We're gonna actually begin with the foot fitness warm up, head into our spinal warm up, a series of planks, and then we launch into the flexible strength sequence after that. I am going to be offering different levels and different modifications. Any folks with knee issues or wrist issues, if you have difficulty getting down on the ground for some of those planks, a chair or a stool is always helpful to have that. This class today is really not intended to really kick your butt. All right, it's not one of the traditional cardio yoga classes, but you will be very prepped afterwards if you're ready to go out for a nice run or a jog or a power walk. It can also be used as like a really nice recovery day as well. So I think kind of more on the yoga side of things and less on the cardio portion. Grab water whenever you need it. And as we're kind of working through this sequence, I would really just like you to pay attention to how you are speaking to yourself in this sequence, right? So now that I'm back to teaching in person, I'm hearing a lot of I can't do it, and oh, my stupid foot and my stupid shoulder, and I'm hearing a lot of that. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help get you to where you wanna go. It's not gonna help with, just increasing that practice, right? So just kind of pay attention. No need to freak out and judge it, but just pay attention to kind of what some of those thoughts are that might start to creep in, especially if you're brand new to this sequence, all right? So I think that's about all I wanted to say. We're gonna begin standing, feet about hip distance apart. All 10 toes are pointed forward. And we're just gonna begin by lifting and lowering these toes. Lifting and lowering. So we head right into our foot fitness. About 4 minutes or so. So we're just lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. Please hold the next one up and now try to spread your toes out as much as you can so you see space in between all 10 toes. So take a look down, look at them. Notice which ones are sticking together, release them down, pick them back up, and spread them out again. Okay, so there's a really big emphasis on foot fitness in this class, considering they hold us up all day, every day, right? Hold this next one up, and now spread your toes out wide, and now try to just tap that big thumb toe down and up. Just the big thumb toe down and up. So I started teaching this with the same group of people in August. Hold all 10 toes up, please, and now try to just tap that pinky toe down and up. And it took my students about 3 months to be able to do this, of practicing twice a week. All right, so it did take some time. So now we are hitting the pinky toe and then the thumb toe. So pinky toe, thumb toe. Keep those ankles nice and still. Try not to rock out in an effort to get those toes down, all right? So you're stretching along the tops of your feet. The toe challenge is to hold the pinky toe down and the thumb toe down at the same time. Press into them, and then try to spread those middle 3 apart as much as you can. So it's like they make a little rainbow, right, on either side. Relax your toes down, lift your right heel up and down, right heel up and down. Right heel up and down, right on that landing pad. So hold that up and roll across that transverse arch. So your foot in class is going to be looking like this a lot, right, when we're in plank. So that's why we warm it up. Let's do the other side. Your hands can be on your hips, they can be behind your back, whatever you'd like. So left heel up and down. Hold this next one up, and now roll across. Roll that out again. We have 5 little bone heads in there. You're trying to hit all of them. Okay, so you might have to slow down. Heel down. Let's take a look down at the feet again. The hips are stacked over the ankles, shoulders are right over your hips. Begin to rock those ankles out, and then roll the ankles in. I'm gonna get onto the mat for this one. Rock and roll. So out of these 2 positions, I would like you to hold the one that feels more comfortable for you. It feels like a nice stretch for your feet, for your ankles. So hold that here, and now take a nice deep breath in, all the way up your spine, and then exhale. Exhale out. Ed and Mary, welcome. Thanks for being here. All right, we're just kind of wrapping up the foot warm up. So you guys know what to do if you need to squeeze that in. So lift all 10 toes up. This is our last little foot fitness. You will grip the ground with your toes. All right, this is a little bit difficult to see. Hopefully you can see it all right. It's like a little suction cup with your feet, and then your arch starts to lift. This is called short foot, yes. In clinical terms, you're gripping onto the ground. You're getting nice and rooted, nice and solid, right? Because we're about to head into the spinal warm-up. Okay, I just turned the music up a little bit. Again, if it gets too loud, let me know in the chat. So, nice and rooted, nice and grounded. I want you to reach your arms all the way up. All the way up. So lovely. Now bring your hands together and begin to work through the webbing in your hands. You can bring your hands down if you'd like. You can keep them up above. You're just kind of working through some of the webbing in your fingers, right? Stretch out your wrists a little bit, especially if you had a long work week. Stretch these out. Now flip your palms inside out and reach up again. So you're trying to get those elbows nice and straight, but the shoulders are down, pressing away from the ears. Feet are still parallel. Begin to move in one direction. Little circles on the top of the ceiling. Pay attention right now. Are you going clockwise or counterclockwise? Just make a note, because you're going to go in the opposite direction here in a little bit. Hold it off to the right. Grab your left wrist, a nice little side stretch here. You'll feel it go all the way down the left side of your body. Come back to center, opposite direction. Show me the side of me. There you go. No, this way. Opposite direction. So keep those hips still, right? This movement is taking place from the rib cage up. Hold it off to the left. Grab your right wrist. Little pull up and over, nice deep side stretch. Whew. Excellent time for a nice long breath there. Come back to center. Hands up, thumbs are back. Squeeze your seat and press your hips forward and begin to lean back. And now come back to center. Use your abdominal muscles to get you back to center. Lean back. Squeeze your seat, hips forward, come back to center. We're now going to sweep. So come back, squeeze your seat. And now exhale, drop down, and come up. So folks, we have some people on the call that are brand new to this sequence. They've never done it before. If you're someone who has practiced this many, many, many times, you don't have to wait for me to cue things, all right? I just want to throw that out there. Exhale down. So you're sweeping the ground, right? Little sweep, and then a really deep exhale at the bottom, like you're letting go of something. Hold your last one up at the top, please. Bring your fingertips behind your head and tip down to the right. And then come back to center. So down to the right. This is a standing oblique workout, or movement, I should say. So down and up. Try to keep the weight evenly distributed in your feet. Hold it down to the right. Slide around to the front and slide up to the left. So the side view is down, slide. We have a flat back when we get to the middle, and slide up. Down, slide around and up. So you might need a little bit of a micro bend in that knee to do this. Totally fine. I want you to focus more on the straight spine in the center and engaging your core. Keep going, please. Keep going with those full circles. Hold your last one at the top. And now press your hands forward and tuck your chin down. And now pull back. Press into your ribcage and lift your chin up. So it's a little standing cat and cow almost. So start to sync this up with your breathing. One movement gets an inhale, the other one gets an exhale. So you keep going. I want you to just allow yourself to feel how good this feels for your upper spine. Yes? Push, pull. Between these two, I would like you to hold the one that feels just a little bit better. So find which one that is, whether you're pushing forward or you're pulling back. And in that, I'd like you to take a nice deep inhale from your core, from the center. You're breathing up. And then exhaling back. Exhaling out, I should say. Bring your hands back behind your head. Now begin to tip to the left and up. So left elbow coming down to the left hip and up. Down and up. Kind of like you're in between two panes of glass here. Hold it down to the left, slide around to the front, and slide up to the right. A little bit of a balance challenge would be to pick up the speed with this. As long as you can maintain the straight spine in the center. Find your last one at the top. Find a focal point. Something in the room that is not going to move. Bring your hands to your thighs. Toe heel those feet out nice and wide, a little bit wider than hip distance. Drop your right shoulder down. Drop your left shoulder down. Whew. So I've gotten very used to keep your chin still here. All right, keep your chin still. I've gotten so used to just practicing and exercising at home that now that I'm back and doing it with other people around me, I'm realizing how vocal I am when a stretch feels really, really good or doesn't feel good. So just keep twisting those shoulders. Something I would certainly invite you to do, right, at home. So nice deep twist. And now we'll find ourselves in the center. All right, so shoulders are pointed forward. Please come to the back of your space because we're going to walk forward, all right? Great time for a couple of blocks here. So forward fold all the way down. Drop your head, please. Now begin to lift those heels up and down. Heels come up and down. Heels come up and down. So you have your head dropped. The blood is rushing into your head right now. As you lift those heels up, squeeze your calves and lower back down. Hold those heels up. Move the blocks out of the way if you were using them and walk yourself forward into a plank. Okay, so just get nice and aligned with what your plank is looking like today. Feel free to use the blocks underneath your hands. This is great. Again, I wish I had started integrating the blocks into my practice years and years ago. So just play around with them. If you have them in your space, you're either on your knees or up on your toes. And we're holding this plank here. So make sure that everything is nice and aligned. We have the shoulders over wrists, shoulders in alignment with hip, hip in alignment with heel. So we're not sinking the hips down too much. We don't have them up too far. Nice and solid, nice in the center. Hold it here and breathe for me, please. For me and you. Yeah. Lift your hips up. And then walk yourself back. Hang out upside down. Stretch your wrists out. And if you need to come down to the ground, just come down onto your knees and just keep stretching, okay? Or you're upside down, stretching out those wrists. If you're standing right now, I want you to rock back on your heels and lift those landing pads up and try to spread those toes out. Spread them out just like we did in the beginning. Both landing pads down, heels up again, walk out again. This time I would like you to bring your thumbs to touch and your index fingers touch. And you make a nice little heart on the ground. So y'all, what is one thing that your body can do that you're grateful for? Just spent this past week listening to people talk about everything that they hate about their bodies, everything that their bodies can't do. Not a great place to be, right? And add a challenge for you, Zachary. I want you to tap one hand at a time, and then give me a push-up. Yes? How about one more? Tap, tap. Thank you. Hips up. Walk yourself back. Hang out upside down again, and then slowly roll your body up, all the way up. So as a warm-up, I'm gonna grab some water. To be clear, not all of the students were like talking about what they didn't like about themselves, but I heard a lot of like, my stupid toes, my stupid shoulders, right? So they work, you know? Okay. We're gonna head right into the flexible strength series, all right? So let's begin in mountain pose. The feet are together, ankle bones are touching. Reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive, all the way down. Forward fold here. Inhale, half lift. Me and Stacy are real sticklers about this half lift. So it's as if your body is making the letter L shape. Your core is nice and engaged. You will feel your core working here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive, right back down. All the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back. And step your left foot back. We're going to head into plank switches, everybody. So, again, I will show the chair version here in just a second. But first, we'll start by bringing that left foot out at a little bit of an angle. You can keep that right knee down or lift that right knee up. And you're just giving yourself a nice little spinal twist. So you'll do that on the left, you'll repeat, and you'll do it on the right. Make sure that that foot is landing without any sound. A little bit more dynamic, a little bit more difficult is to stay up on your toes the whole time. This would be like a level 2, and your foot is actually coming forward. So all 10 toes are pointed forward. Whereas the other version that I just showed, the foot was at a 45-degree angle. right? So, find your level, keep going. Level 3 is going to be these plank switches, and you can use the blocks if you'd like. Yeah, you can use the blocks. You get ready, and you come up, and you jump. But again, watch the landing, all right? So the second you start pounding that foot, step it back to a different level. So everyone is working with plank switches on their own time. At any point, grab a stool, grab a chair. I mean, you can still really feel this when you're using a stool, okay? So I just want to make this an option for folks. They'd like to use it. So move through those plank switches, please. Pay attention again to how that foot is landing. Hold it back in plank for me. Your plank. And again, using the blocks or not. Let's do some push-ups. So your elbows can either be back or they can be coming out to the side, on your toes or on your knees. Work through these push-ups at your own pace. Inhale as you go down and exhale as you push yourself up. Hold it back in plank, please. Bring that right foot forward. All the way forward. So now those right toes are pointed forward. Toe heel, that foot in. Just a little bit. Right hand on the outer side of your right foot. Great time for a block underneath your left hand. Twist, open up. So hold this spinal twist after all of those push-ups. Float that hand down. Your back foot, if you're not up on your toes, please get there now. Your back foot is going to slide in and rest. Now we have two knees going in two different planes of motion. Right foot forward, left foot to the side. Squat down, and then stand up and bring that leg back. Okay, so we're down here, you squat down. Your fingertips can be on the ground too. Squat down, and stand up. Now from here, squat, and stand. Pay attention to those knees. And level 1, you can come up to your thigh if you like, and stay right here. So you're practicing the balance with that back foot. Level 2 and 3, if you're looking for a little bit of a deeper stretch, bring your fingertips down and drop your head. So lift your head and drop. Back heel comes up, back heel comes down. Okay? There's a lot going on. And sync up your breath. Okay, there's a lot of things to pay attention to. Hold your legs straight at the top. And slowly hinge your body up just a little bit. Reach forward with that left hand. And twist to the left. Reach with the left hand. Twist. So again, you have your right foot pointed forward, left foot, it's at a little bit of an angle, maybe like between 10 and 11 on the dial. Reach, twist open, reach, hold this last one open. Hold it open, and now extend that top arm up, left arm up, right hand is down. Maybe it's on a block. Maybe you're coming up. You have a little bit of a bend in that right leg. So open up into a beautiful triangle, Debbie. Looking beautiful. So your whole body is making a triangle. A triangle in between your right arm and right leg, and in between your legs. bit of some windmills here with that left arm. So just rotating that shoulder up and back, up and back. So how is your shoulder mobility doing? Okay, just a little check-in. Hold the next one up. Take that hand, float it all the way down, and then it's going to wrap around your right leg. All right, left hand is wrapping around your right leg, either on your thigh or down on your shin. You'll then reach with your right hand and twist to the right. So reach and twist. And so y'all, I was teaching this last night, no, 2 nights ago, and this felt horrible, like for my back. It normally doesn't, so I had to stop and say, you keep going, lovely students. But you know what, this isn't feeling very good for me, okay? So if at any point it starts to hurt you, you gotta be able to stop and find what works. Find an alternative, hold it back. And now take that right hand and float it all the way down. So now we have 2 hands on either side of that right foot. Drop your head completely, please. You can hold on to the blocks. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And now slowly peel your body up, starting at the base of your spine, and then standing up. Right? Okay, so now lift that back heel, pivot, and get it back down on the mat. So you have all 10 toes pointed in the same direction. Both heels are on the mat or the floor. I want you to step your feet up just wide enough so your heels might start to lift, and then bring them down, because we really want to play with the balance here. So it's not really a tightrope, right? But it's more railroad tracks. They're still all pointed forward. Both hands reach up and back. So it's as if you're pressing through the heel of your hand, and you're lengthening through your elbows. So again, check out that shoulder rotation and how that's feeling. Which side might feel just a little bit off, potentially. Maybe they're both feeling great. Try taking this a little bit faster, if you can. You're creating some wind on your skin. Slow it down, slow it down. Interlace your fingers behind you. Interlace and drop down. As you drop those hands down, expose your heart, expose your throat here. So hold it here. You'll start to feel your abdominals kind of shaking here. And now lead with your heart. So the heart comes forward first. Keep your head up. And then as you get all the way to the bottom, drop your head, please. So you're trying to get your nose to touch your right knee. If you can keep your palms together, lift them up and over your spine. So just let this be a great stretch for your right leg, right hamstring and shoulders. All of these little micro adjustments in your feet as they're trying to hold you steady. Bring your hands back to the base of your spine and slowly peel your body up, starting with your head, your chin, your chest. We're going to cartwheel open right into Warrior 2 with our right foot pointed forward. Cartwheel open and sink into Warrior 2. You'll have to adjust your feet, get them out just a little bit wider. Back foot, 90 degrees or 45, whichever one, you're pressing into the pinky edge of that foot, your left leg. heel intersects the back arch and expand out. So hold this here in warrior. Sink just a little bit lower, a little bit deeper, and now peaceful warrior, you reach up. Extended side angle, right forearm onto your thigh. Extend that left arm up, bicep by your ear. So peaceful warrior, back to peaceful warrior, and then head right into extended side angle. So just move through these. Check how much the core is doing the work, right? Another little standing abdominal move is rotating between these two. Meet me in warrior 2, please. Both arms extended out. Back heel, left heel lifts, and we will pivot forward into crescent. So you lift that heel and pivot into crescent. So let's come back and do that again. Sorry, I'm not. Come back to warrior 2. Thumbs are up or your palms are down. Really nice and extended here. Very, very, very strong. Right? Lift that heel, pivot, crescent. Reach up. Interlace your hands, steeple grip, please. Your index fingers are up. All of the other fingers are crossed over themselves. Nice little side stretch to the right. Holding it here in crescent. We've got a bend in both legs here. Come back, bend to the left. Come back to center. How are those feet doing? Yeah? Micro adjust as you need. Take that right hand. It sweeps down, and we will open up to the right. Thumbs up. Your arms are trying to make a nice letter T. I can't see myself, so I have no idea what it looks like, but I can try to play around with it. Great time for a mirror. Great time for a mirror. Sweep up. Nice. Bring that left foot forward. Mountain pose. Swan dive down, all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach that mountain pose. You're gonna grab a quick sip of water. So we're up here in mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, half lift. There we go, half lift. Shoulders are back, maybe a little bend in that knee. Focusing on the spine. Forward fold. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, swan back down. Step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. Hold it here and plank. Line it up. Shoulders over wrists. Shoulders in alignment with your hips. Squeeze your seat. Engage through your abdominal muscles. Belly button is being pulled back to the spine. And breathe here. Shift your heart forward a little bit. And shift it back. So come forward. And back. Let's try just a few side planks, okay? Right hand is in the center of the mat. Slowly open up into the side plank. You can drop that right knee down at any point. All right, we'll come back to center. Left hand in front of your face, all the way down, and now open up to the left. Again, you can drop that base leg at any point. I never, ever, ever, ever thought I could do this. It took me years. And so I would say to myself, How the hell are you going to teach this class if you can't side plank? And that put me on hold for teaching for like 10 years. But it is a practice, right? Just like with anything. Come back to plank, please. High plank. Or on your knees. Left foot comes forward. Those left toes are pointed forward. I want you to toe heel that foot in just a little bit. Great time for a block under that right hand. Oh man. Nice little runner stretch here. Now open up and extend that left arm up. You might have to adjust your left foot. You know, you might have to bring it out a little bit more. You might have to bring it in a little bit more. Extending up. Float that arm down. That back foot is going to slide in and rest. So however you need to get there, whether that's one big hop, let's just test it out, right? Maybe one big hop. Some little hops. Try it out. And come down. Whew. So again, we have two knees in two different directions. Now try to just come up and balance here. So we are really on, that back heel is lifted really high. Just practice your balance. Okay. Okay. Whew. We're going to squat down and then step back. So squat down. And step back. Let's do that again. Feet are close together, squatting down, and now stepping back, right foot at a 45-degree angle. Squat and stand up. Again, level one. Maybe hands up on the thigh. Maybe you're using your blocks. Maybe not, right? So try this out for you. Your heel, back heel lifts and lowers. Please move through this at your own pace. Hold your legs straight at the top. Straight at the top. Notice where that left hip is. Try to send it back to the back of the mat if it's kind of coming out, right? Send it to the back of the mat. And if you feel that stretch in that hamstring, I want you to rub your hamstring. All right, so rub the back side of your left leg a little bit. All right, come back to center. Hinge up just a little, and now reach with your right hand and pull back. So reach and pull. And again, like so many things in this program, it's all about how straight that spine can be, as opposed to how straight the legs can be. So you're reaching and pulling and hip hinging forward as far down as you can go. Reach and pull. Reach, pull, and now reach and twist to the right. So reach forward and twist. Pull this last one back, please. Twisting open. Micro adjusting your feet as needed. Extend, open into triangle. So right arm is reaching up. Left hand might be on a block on the inside of that leg. Down by your ankle. Backstroke with that right arm. Just up and back. Just allowing yourself to slow down here. It's another common thing I'm seeing. People having a hard time slowing down. Hold this next one up. Float it all the way down. Seeing in my in-person classes, I mean. get there, you reach around either onto your thigh or your shin, and then reach with that left hand and twist. So 2 nights ago, I could not do this. Feeling pretty good today. Reach and twist. And maybe that full twist isn't in your practice today, right? It's not so important that you need to hurt yourself to make it happen. So if you have a little bend, it's all right. Maybe you're just staying right here. But if that twist is feeling good, then you are twisting to the left, keeping that spine straight, tailbone out. Twist open, please. So you're pressing your left hand into your left rib cage. Can you do it? Put your hand on your rib cage. Press in deeply. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Left hand floats down. On either side of that left foot, you begin to roll your body up, starting at the base of your spine. Chin is last. Find your eyes or your focal point. Pick up that right heel, pivot, and get it back down on the mat. So adjust your feet as needed. Yes? All 10 toes are pointed in the same direction. Heels are down. Feeling rooted, solid, stable. Lift all those toes up. All 10 toes, and then grip the mat. Just like what we did in the beginning of class. So lift up, grip in, get nice and rooted and grounded. And now one arm at a time, floats up and back. As you get the hang of this, begin to take it just a little bit faster. All right, so notice kind of what your shoulders are doing. Hips stay still. A little bit of a twist in that torso, right? I mean, keep going, please. Keep doing those windmills. For anyone that likes to run, right? Running, hiking, walking. This is a great little movement practice to do a little warm up. Try going a little bit faster, please. Close your eyes. Try closing your eyes here. Blink your eyes open, slow this down, hands come to the base of your spine. Interlace those fingers, drop them down. Lift up, look up. And now slowly peel your body forward, all the way down. Heart stays lifted until you get all the way down to the bottom. Right knee to your nose, left knee. And now lift those hands up and over if you can keep those palms pressed together. And just hang out here. If you fall out, please try to get right back in, okay? Use your feet, grip onto the mat, suction cup those feet in. Hands back to the base of your spine. Now slowly peel your body up. First your eyes, then your chin, and then your chest. All right. Actually doing pretty well with time. We're going to cartwheel open into warrior 2. Left foot forward. Left foot forward, adjust your feet. So that front heel is intersecting that back arch. And you're reaching forward with those fingertips. And you're reaching back with the other set of fingertips, right? So find this oppositional stretch here. And like a big wing span. Now reach up. Peaceful warrior and then extended side angle. Peaceful warrior. And extended side angle. If you can see yourself in the mirror for extended side angle, that'd be great. You're trying to make a nice straight line from your middle fingertip of your right hand all the way down to the edge of that right foot. Peaceful warrior. So just move through both of these, please, at your own pace. Sync up your breathing. One movement gets an inhale, the other one gets an exhale. When you're ready, please meet me back in warrior 2. Take a look at that knee. Knee is tracking over toes. See if you can take it just a little bit over to the left side of the mat, closer to the pinky edge of your left foot. Just a little bit. Start to feel that on the inner thigh. Pull it here in warrior 2. Lift that back heel. Pivot into crescent pose. I'm going to need to adjust my finger. So adjust as you need. Reach up, steeple grip, index fingers up. Slide over to the right. Deep breath right here. A little bit of an audible exhale if you don't mind. Come back. Other side. Deep breath here. Come back to center. Left hand sweeps down. And we open up to the side. Open right up. So you just keep twisting as far back as you can go. Right? Again, if you fall out, just get right back into it. Remember what I said at the beginning. Okay. Be kind to yourself, be kind to your body. Looking over those left fingertips. Come back, sweep up. Crescent. Kick off that back foot. Knee in mountain. Exhale, cactus your arms back. Lifted back bend. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Hands come together, bring them down to your heart and forward fold all the way down. Hang out upside down. Maybe use the blocks. Bend one knee at a time. Drop your head, please. Both heels down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive down. How graceful is that? Swan dive down, all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive down. Hang out here. We're going to step back to plank one more time. Right foot back. Left foot back. Hold your plank. Right? After all of that work, how's your plank feeling right now? You can come down to your knees at any time. Come down to your knees, please. Bring your knees about as wide as the mat. Right, so a little bit wider than hip distance, and sink back into child's pose. So just give yourself a little child's pose time, all right? You're working hard. Constantly on the move. Sink into child's pose, please, and reach. I put this song in because I knew my brother was going to be on the call, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Forward, please. Reach those fingertips forward. nice seated position, right? Nice seated position. Bring your left hand to your right knee, and then take that right hand, reach it back, all the way back behind you, a seated spinal twist. Reach both arms up. Right hand, left knee, spinal twist to the left. Oh boy, how's that feeling? Yeah. Take a nice deep breath in here. It's as if the air is moving up your spine. Reach both hands up. Left hand, right knee, right hand, back of the mat. Looking over that right shoulder. Back up, reach up. Feels good to just kind of slow down sometimes, right? Both arms up. Hands come right down to prayer. Take a second. Close your eyes, please. Bringing your thumbs to touch. Your thumbs are pressing into your heart. Taking a minute to recognize the work that you just did for yourself. Your heart, your lungs, multiple muscles, multiple bones, multiple joints. Bones, joints, muscles. Really excellent work. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale out. The divine, eternal light that exists within me sees, appreciates, loves, honors, respects that same divine light that exists within all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. So glad we got to practice together this morning. Would love to see you again every Saturday in February. It's happening. So free. Tell your friends. Thanks, everybody.